Hi there, this is Chappie Peter from the Outback Chapel bringing you another word of encouragement. How you going? Most of you will be viewing this in your home, a good place to be, especially in inclement weather. It's great to have a good place, a safe place, even a place to hide, not only physically but in our spiritual life too. We'll talk about that more in a moment. This week, Chappie Chris and I will be in Dejara working, and I'd like to introduce you to this small community of less than 200 people on the highway between Booyah and Mount Isa. The town takes its name from the Dejara railway station, the name having been given by Queensland Rail in 1916 to this rail stop. Dejara is an Aboriginal word referring to a nearby mountain, apparently. The rail line connected Dejara to Cloncurry via Duchess, another little town. It was meant to be part of the Great Western Railway connecting Sydney and Darwin, but the next section from Dejara to Camberwell was never built. Dejara was once an important railhead for cattle, connecting to ports on the east coast of Australia. It was said that at its peak, Dejara sent off more cattle than Texas in the USA. Some of the cattle originated in Western Australia and were brought across by drovers. Cattle trucks took over transporting cattle to distant ports, and the rail line closed in January 1994. In more recent times, mining for phosphate has been a growing industry. Phosphate Hill Mine and fertiliser plant being one of these, with new mining exploration continuing as I speak. The town is home to Aboriginal tribes from around the Diamantina River, the Gulf of Carpentaria and the Northern Territory. Dejara has a school, a clinic, a roadhouse, a police station and a Catholic church. There is also a camping ground in town for caravanners and another free camping area at Dejara Dam, formerly Cat Dam, some 20 kilometres on the Mount Isa side of the town. A very tranquil spot, that one. Have a look at this camping spot, and it's free here at Cat Dam. The hills just out of town on the north side are very picturesque. To those who live in Dejara, it's home, and has been home every third week of our travelling circuit over several years for us. Home, a place of refuge indeed for the Dejara people. Reminds me that we have a place of refuge. Psalm 46 starts, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Psalm 91 verse 2 says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I will trust. In Deuteronomy in the Old Testament, chapter 3, verse 27, God's people knew that, and I quote, the eternal God is a dwelling place, and underneath are the everlasting arms. If they didn't find comfort in that, they should have, and so should we. I like Proverbs 18, verse 10, and I quote, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous, that is the people who are right and reconciled with God, the righteous run into it and are safe. In a sense, our refuge is available to all of us at all times, but we have to do something. Just as those who sought refuge in the cities of refuge from ancient times. See your homework that I've set for you today with these readings. In those days, they had to run to the refuge, and it was no good just sitting feeling wretched and threatened. Refuge, rescue, safety is available for all of us, made possible through the sacrifice and love of Jesus. But there is something we can do, and happily it is not having to run. I'm a bit past that. They literally had to in the old days when God established the 6 cities of refuge for those who needed it. No, what we do is by faith, by a whispered prayer, call to our Lord to save us and to be our refuge and strength always, as Christians in a friendship or relationship with Jesus. And in particular, in those times of depression, crisis, moments of horror or terror or grief, where we, in our spirit, run to Jesus for what we need. We've all experienced those times as they're part of this fallen world. Thankfully, we have a refuge then, and ever-present help in trouble. And now prayer. Lord, thank you that I can come to you and ask you to be my refuge and strength. Thank you that I can do this initially when I confess my wayward lifestyle and wrongdoing to you and accept your forgiveness and offer to be a forever refuge for me. Thank you that I can run to you. Amen. Well, that's about it. Stay tuned for a moment, just for fun.